Hey everyone, this is Disney65 in here, and today I'm going to do a review of a film that I saw today on opening day. It is, of course, Frozen 2. Now, before I get into this movie, I just want to say that I am a huge Tangled fan. I'm not gonna lie, I love Tangled more than Frozen, but I do like the original one as well. But does this one go? Is this one as good as the original Frozen? Let's find out. So there might be odd spoilers. So you have been warned. I might throw in a few spoilers. So I might have just say I'll do the spoiler free first, and then I go into the spoiler. So off we go. So yeah, Frozen 2 is basically the sequel to the 2013 smash hit of the same name. And this time, Anna and Elsa and Kristoff and Sven and Olaf, they go off in this enchanted forest, where Elsa, voiced by Idina Menzel, she hears this whole ah, and she doesn't even know what it is, and she keeps hearing the whole ah all the time. So she sets out to find out what it is, as well as uncover some secrets about the past, which I'll get to in the spoilers, by the way. I go into that in the spoiler mode, by the way, so you have been warned about that. That's, yeah, and of course it's up to Elsa to find out more about her powers, and this movie is going to be full of spoilers, but like I said. But with that out of the way, I thought the movie was very good. The animation's very good. The story was good as well. Parts of it kind of reminded me of Brave. I don't know why. Like, there's this scene where, it's not a spoiler, but I'm going to say it anyway, where you have these four spirits: earth, wind, fire, and air. Or water. Yeah, air or whatever. And of course, there's a fifth one missing. But we don't know what the fifth one is until the very end of the movie, which I'll, like I said, spoiler mode review. And the music is good too. There's one song in particular that's stuck in my head. The music is stuck in my head, Into the Unknown, which is, I have to say, a lot better than Let It Go. Let It Go was everywhere. It was on the radio. It was everywhere you go. You hear that song, and it drove me insanity. I heard that song about a bazillion times, and I got so sick of it. Into the Unknown, by the way, it was really, really good. And Idina Menzel, wow, for a woman that's 46 years of age, she is really good in this movie. She has really good singing voice. Josh Gad, in the original Frozen movie, he was annoying as hell. In this one, however, he wasn't annoying at all. He was actually more funnier. Like, there was one scene where he actually takes the Mickey out of the original Frozen movie, which had both my mum, my brother, and me in stitches. I was laughing hysterically in that scene. What else? Oh yeah, and also there's like a subplot where Kristoff, voiced by Jonathan Groff, is trying to propose to Anna, which kind of reminds me of Tangled, the show Tangled. What was it? Tangled Before or After, where Eugene tries to propose to Rapunzel, but he kept messing it up, and she was like, no, I'm not getting married to you. No. This one, he tries to propose, Kristoff, but Anna doesn't even know if he's trying to propose, and it just backfires. And there's also this new song as well, Kristoff finally has a new song. It's called Lost in the Woods. And when I heard that song, and when I seen when I was playing, I was like laughing as well. I was laughing hysterically. They were copying like Queen, like, you know, that Bohemian Rhapsody song, like, is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? They copied that with the reindeers, and he's there like in the and all this. Oh my god, it was hilarious. It was like listening to a 90s song by Richard Marx. You know, the guy that's in the song, wherever you go, wherever I be, I will always be waiting for you. And that song from Anastasia at the beginning with Donna Lewis. But yeah, overall, it was a very good movie, and I gave it, you know what, like Austin Putman, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. I thought it was very, very good. It's definitely in my top 3 now. My top 2 is Aladdin and Shazam. I love those two movies. But yeah, Frozen 2 is definitely up there with those. So yeah. Now spoilers. Thank God I can talk about spoilers. Okay, so spoilers, right. So we discovered that Anna's parents, the king, queen, the king, of course, when he was a young boy, he was in this enchanted forest, and like something like happened in the enchanted forest, which caused all the elements to go bad, and of course, Elsa, of course, when she grew up, she heard us and of course that was like basically telling her about to go to the enchanted forest. So when Elsa does go to the enchanted forest, she discovers more about her powers. It turns out that the reason how she got her powers is because her mother was one of the members in the enchanted forest, and she fell in love with the king, the soon to be king, and of course, like there was danger that happened there in the woods, and of course that's why Elsa had the powers, because surprise surprise, she was the fifth element of the elements. Which I thought was really, really clever. I was kind of like, and then like, there was one scene as well where Elsa was frozen, literally like on in the first movie, and I was like, oh my god, they just did the same as original. Also, speaking of the original, I said in the spoiler-free one, but there is so many references to the original one. There's like clips of the original movie. There's ones where where Elsa sings that song "Show Yourself" and she sees all these snow people, and they were basically mocking the original movie. You see like Hans talk, you see Elsa singing "Let It Go," and she's like, "Ooh," as if to say, "Oh my god, not the song again." And also, Elsa now, who is like a fifth spirit, she decides to pass on her queen duties to Anna. So Anna becomes the queen of Arendelle in the end, and Kristoff finally proposes to Anna, and she accepts. And yeah, and also Olaf. Okay, there's a scene. Okay, the scene where Olaf died. I'm not gonna lie, I was crying. I'm not gonna lie. Mum said to me, "It's only he's only a snowman." I was like, "Oh my god!" It's like watching Jack Frost all over again. I was crying hysterically, and then of course, in the end of the movie, like in every Disney movie, he comes back to life again. So, which was really cool the way Elsa said to Anna, "Oh, do you want to build a snowman?" Because she said, "Hey Anna, can I ask you a question?" And Anna's like, "Yeah, do you want to build a snowman?" She like recreates Olaf into his normal form again. He goes, "Anna, Kristoff, Elsa, Sven." So yeah, I thought it was really cute when he comes back to life again. Yeah, we also get new characters as well. Oh god, I forget the guy's name. We also get to see like Elsa's grandfather, who's over like the whole Arendelle and Enchanted Forest, and it's like this big dam. And of course, Anna destroys the dam in the end because it was basically a trick. So the the ones in the Enchanted Forest couldn't cross over. And of course, when there was like this big, huge waterfall, Watchcar was able to to stop it, Elsa. But yeah, the ending to the movie though was kind of like, it just ended really weird. We see Elsa, like she has a what is he, chameleon or something? I'm gonna say it's a chameleon, like Pascal Entangled. Don't know what his name is. He's like this purple little. He's kind of like a cross between a dragon and a chameleon. So it could be like a little dragon or little chameleon. I don't know, but I'm gonna say it's a chameleon. He was adorable. I think his name was Savhad or something like that. I don't know what his name is, but if I find it out, I will leave in the comments down below. And there's also a new, is it Nuke? Yeah, Nuke. He's the new blue horse that Elsa befriends. Like, she creates this horse from the water, and she freezes it, and he turns into this water nymph horse. And like, she literally rides with him in the end, and then just stops. And I was like, that's it. But yeah, mark my words, for all you Frozen fans out there, mark my words, there's going to be a third one of this in 2030. I know there's going to be another sequel to this movie. It could be 2029, it could be 2028, I don't know, but I guarantee there's going to be a third one. Or else it could be like a short, like Tangled Ever After, where like where Rapunzel and Eugene get married, and of course it backfires, and of course they finally got married in the end. There could be one like that with Frozen where Anna and Christopher get married, and of course Sven and Olaf miss the wedding rings, and of course they have to go off and find the wedding rings. That kind of idea. I don't know. And also, there's no villain in this movie, which I was surprised about. I thought it was going to be like this big villain twist in the end where like some guy pops up and goes, "Oh hey, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy," but no, there's no villain at all in this movie. You could say the I know what they are, but like rock giants. You could say they are the villains, but not really. But you could say they were, but they weren't. What else can I say about this movie? There's so much to tell about this film. It's really, really good. But yeah. But like I said in my spoiler-free review about Kristoff singing that song "Lost in the Woods," I was like, I couldn't stop laughing. I really, really couldn't stop laughing at that scene at all. It was very, very good. It was very, very funny. Like I said, it was like a 90s ballad. But yeah. But yeah, I also liked the fact that Anna and Elsa's mother was actually one of the people in the Enchanted Forest when their father was a young man, and that's how he met and fell in love with her, and she saved his life, and of course, so you could say that she had the gene to the fifth element was probably in her, and it went into Elsa, and that's how Elsa became the fifth spirit. But yeah, and also the fact that Elsa finally gets her hair down and it's gorgeous. She looked absolutely stunning in the end of the movie. The white dress and little little diamonds and that. Yeah, the costumes in this movie, the clothes in this movie is really, really good. I love how Anna's hair is left down. I love how Kristoff is more, he's more likeable. Like the original one, he was good too, but he was more cranky in the original one. But in this one, he's not cranky. And like I said, with Olaf was irritating as hell, but this one is not irritating at all. And Sven is adorable. There's a scene where he talks literally, and I was like, ha! But yeah, it was a really, really good movie. I love how they hear that Na 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 Hey Na song as well, and there's also that as well in the Enchanted Forest scene where all the people at the Enchanted Forest were going Na 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 Hey Na Na, and then Olaf was going ah. So yeah, he was hilarious in the movie, by the way. But yeah, that's my review, spoiler-free / spoiler review of Frozen. And I give the rating of it, do you know what? I'm giving it an A. An A+. I thought it was very, very good. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 as well. It's a shocker. I really loved this movie. I thought it was really, really good. And I'm definitely going to add it to my DVD / Blu-ray collection in, I think it's March. It's out in March 2020. And what day, by the way? Could be like middle of March. I'd say it'd be the middle of March. I'd be surprised if they released it in February because in the first one, the movie came out in December, where I'm from in Ireland, and it actually came out in DVD in March of 2014. So who knows with Frozen 2, God only knows, but still, yeah. I thought it was really, really good. And I also forgot to mention as well before I finish this review about this Anna and Elsa's mother sung a song. It's really like a real lullaby song. It's called it's all is found or something. It goes, and the windows. So yeah, that's my review of Frozen 2. Let me know in the comments down below if you've seen the movie, what you think of it. And till next time, take care.